But I do want to rewind for 1 second. We talked about Fantilli. We talked about other college players like Adam Fox. Also, shout out to you for going to that pretty good school. I think it's called Harvard. But we do have a question from a caller, actually. It's from Todd Furman. And he would say, I'd love to know how big of an impact NIL has on players like Fantilli and Logan Cooley, who we saw decide to come back to University of Minnesota for another year for his sophomore year. What are your thoughts on the NIL and how it's impacted college players today?
That's an excellent question, Johnny, and to Todd as well. So thanks to Todd for the question. Todd and I go way back. We worked together like 10 years ago, and we've got some mutual friends in common going even further back than that. So this is a network among friends right here. But I would say this to Todd's question. You don't hear about it as much, certainly as you hear about it in football or basketball, men's, women's basketball, both. But I do think that there is a building market for this, and you're seeing certain partnerships come about to where it does make sense, I believe, for players to come back for that second year, especially to Todd's question. It's, I think, because you see a lot of players sign right when they get knocked out or if they win the NCAA championship, then they're able to burn that first entry-level year, and it works out for them financially. I think in this sport, too, Johnny, and to Todd, to your question, there's such an understanding of being ready when the time comes, that take the additional time to develop and don't try to hurry up your clock any more than you really need to. I look at Brock Faber this spring, and I know Brock had some, I believe he had some success with NIL there at Minnesota, but he signs, he plays a third year at Minnesota, which surprised some people. Brock was an Olympian, of course, and then he steps right into the Wild's playoff lineup. And he was so ready. He had captained a World Junior team. He had won a World Junior gold. He played in the Olympics. He was so prepared for that. And I think that more than anything, to Todd's question, yes, the NIL money is there, but to me, it's a small fraction of what you'll make over the fullness of your career if you're ready when the NHL call comes. And that's why I really give Brock a ton of credit for spending a third year, because it's Minnesota. It's a sold-out Mariucci. It's the Big Ten hockey conference. There's so many reasons to come back and play, and I really think that Brock would tell you that how prepared he was to play for the Wild this spring was a direct result of taking not just a second year in college, but a third year.